Speaking about Flair, Scott, on the interview that we did with you last month, you called out Ric Flair on the last interview and pretty much said he was untrustworthy for taking the WCW title with him to WWE. Do you feel the same way, Kev, as Scott kind of feels?
Yeah, I think that's bad business. I don't know. Anytime I've ever left an organization or anything, I've always, when I told Vince I was leaving and going to WCW, I said I'd do some favors on the way out because those were my friends that I was leaving the locker room. And he said, I want you to put over Shawn, I want you to put over Undertaker. He said, I want you to put over Warrior. And Warrior just came in. I said, no, man, I ain't putting him over because he hadn't been in the trenches with us. But the other two guys, I said, I'll put them over dead in the middle with their finish. I don't have a problem with that. And I did. So I've never had a problem doing that. But, I don't know what Ric's situation was. Did it mean more?
It was a little bit different, Kev. It was before you got there, and I was with Heenan. It was a good spot for me. I was with Heenan, Perfect, and Flair. And they were I was gonna screw Mach, and he was gonna drop the strap to Flair. And I had some heat with Flair from WCW when he was burying me on TV when he was a booker.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there, we're in a little meeting with Vince, and he's running by what's gonna happen. He goes, anybody have any questions? I was about to go, yeah, you sure you want to give this guy your belt? Because he came to your company with the other company's belt.
Right.
I was going to say it because I didn't like Flair, and he's not my boss anymore, and I'm a prick.
No!
Well, rumor has it. So Kurt gave me the office, like, just tap me on the foot, like, don't say it, don't say it. So I let it go.
Yeah. Do you guys think it's time for Flair to step aside? Because he's still on TV and stuff? Or
I think he still gets a good reaction. If you look at the talent that they have, it was years ago, but I remember being in Philly one time, looking around the locker room going, I think the card was messed up, so they were making substitutions. I was looking around going, God, who can I work with? Looking around the locker room going, wow, that's Ric Flair. Say what you want about him. He's past his prime. He doesn't look good, whatever. He's still Ric Flair.
Yeah, I still think he's one of their top 4 or 5 guys.
I insisted on taking the figure 4 right in the middle.
You actually just talked a little bit about Warrior. What do you guys remember about when he came back to WCW to work? What was he like?
I always got along with him. Personally as a person, he's different, man. He's a different cat. But I don't think he has any malice in him. He's not a malicious guy or anything. But he's different. He's just a real.
I found him to be a little eccentric.
Yeah, but I think that's part of the thing that just kind of works for him.
Go ahead.
I admired the fact that, rumor has it, and I think the rumors are true, that he got his money.
Yeah, he held up.
So a lot of people say, well, he's not a good worker. I know one thing, when he went down the aisle, the fans cheered. And you can't learn that. You can't be taught that. They either like you or they don't. They liked him. He was real limited in what he did, but just book him with the right person.
He knew his limitations.
Yeah, he got paid. I like that because you need guys who demand money.
Right.
Some guys, this guy we know from Canada had the strap, and he was happy making $400,000 a year. It's like just if he could win every night. It's like, no, brother. You have to raise you got to go in there and complain. You're the man.
It's business.
Speaking of Bret, do you think that Vince? Do you guys feel that Vince was responsible for a lot of the heat between Shawn and Bret?
Well, I'm sure. It's just good for business for them. They always stir the shit any chance they get. It just makes for better television. Two guys, especially back then, when the show now is so heavily scripted. There's nothing organic that happens on the show anymore. But back then, guys shot on interviews, and it was. I think,
started that?
I don't know, man. 2 pricks.
Yeah. Well, see, when they went live, that was all a new thing. All his TV was all 50 matches in one day.
Yeah, and it was all canned, and you did your interviews in the back. Everything was
Yeah, he did 10, 15 in a row. Do it
over. Okay, now Albany, market specifics. So it was a different business. Once it became live, then all of a sudden, Scott and I always had the, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than for permission. So we just did it and come back and go, sorry.